What do you need in a life? Your first reaction to this question may be shelter, food, and clothing. They might be crucial for survival, but we pursue a better life. Then what do you need in a good life? Things like hobby, safety, and social network can improve the quality of life. But these are usually considered as secondary elements of life, even though surviving and living is different. Consider looking at a tree. When we step back and look beyond the trunk, we find fruits higher above. We can also find roots that lie within the trunk, holding the tree from under. Then we can imagine a tree named life. First, the fruits correspond to hobby that makes life more colorful. Project High Deer delivers the value of hobby to all age groups. Second, the roots represent safety, the most basic factor of our life. Project B-Side is for all safety-vulnerable social groups. Entrepreneurship, innovation, and action. With these values in mind, we found out new possibilities from unnoticed areas. Life within, life beyond. We deliver both fundamental and enriching values. Then, let's look into our first project, High Deer. How can this box make a good life? This box can be a present for those who rarely have the chance to enjoy a hobby. Having a hobby improves your life quality by being refreshed and rewarded through doing what you like to do. However, not all have the equal chance to enjoy hobbies. The participation rate of the 70s in the culture and arts sector is only 4.2%, which is significantly low compared to the younger generation. Especially if we look into the leisure life of the 60s and 70s, they mostly spend time watching TV or listening to the radio. This reflects an extremely undiverse hobby life of the elderly. Social and personal barriers limiting the elderly from fully enjoying leisure is evident. In a rapidly aging society, the unequal access to leisure life must be addressed to decrease senior cultural alienation. Hence, by improving the diversity and accessibility of hobbies for the elderly, High Deer strives to enrich the life of seniors and shed light on the social problem of senior alienation. Enrich your beloved life. When we looked into the current assets of the elderly, we found a lot of problems. The first is the insufficient social assets considering the physical conditions of the elderly. Many old-aged people find it difficult to walk to senior community centers, so they cannot try the programs provided by the welfare facilities. Moreover, hobby kits in the market are not elderly-friendly enough. The second problem is that the programs made for the elderly by the senior centers are not diverse nor enjoyable. Lastly, the popular online platforms for hobby kits lack accessibility to the elderly. Especially, the absence of a companion to enjoy hobbies with is a very strong need of the older generation that has not been met. Therefore, High Deer created a senior hobby platform that provides both hobby kits and senior partner services. We needed a partner who could visit the elderly to communicate and enjoy time together. 서대문 50+ Center, the foundation for the employment and welfare of the 50s and above, was a perfect match. Later, High Deer was selected for the Seoul Metropolitan Government Grant Program and received a 150 million won worth business fund. Through our partnership with the 서대문 50+ Center, we employed 4 people from the 50-60s generation and created a business group Eunyeon together. Eunyeon develops senior-friendly hobby kits and provides senior hobby partners. Simultaneously, we educate the hobby partners who will spend time with the elderly in our program. This is how High Deer provides its senior hobby platform to the elderly citizens. Did High Deer make the world a better place to live in? First, our hobby partner visit service and elderly-friendly hobby kits consider the physical assets of the seniors. Second, we devise hobby programs from various fields of arts, greenery, and music, and make sure our kits provide hobbies that can be applied in various ways. Third, High Deer is planning to reach the seniors as much as possible through offline channels, such as apartment advertisements and senior center promotions. We have received additional reviews, and High Deer will continue to grow by listening to our customers. We have set a goal of achieving 2,000 senior users and have started our crowdfunding in Tumblebug. Combining the grants from the Seoul Metropolitan Government and funding fees, we received 150 million won in total. High Deer has created 7 jobs, including the 50-60 generations, and aims to have 20 more hobby partners in the future. These jobs will enhance the self-efficacy of the recruited 50-60 generation.
사실은 노인이 될수록 더 배워야 되거든요. 더 배우고 사회 속에서 뭔가 관계를 갖다 많이 유지를 해야 되는데 이게 노인들끼리만 그렇게 하기보다는 이게 세대 간에 연결이 되어서 진짜 좀 더 높일 수 있는 계기를 마련해 준 것 같아서 저는 하이디어한테 너무 굉장히 고맙다는 생각을 하고 있어요.
Eunyoung continues to analyze how much the hobby kits and hobby partner services have improved the life quality of the elderly and strives for superior quality services. Additionally, for further social contribution, Hidear will deliver hobby kits to the economically disadvantaged seniors. Through intergenerational cooperation, Hidear will continue to focus on the possible social exclusion of a certain age group and the enrichment of life.
To make a society where no one can be isolated in safety. What do you think is this number on the screen? This simple series of numbers secure your safety at the brink of the emergency situation. How can these numbers help to handle the emergency? This is the 119 life number. The life number contains the person's basic resident information as well as crucial health-related information. One of the biggest problems with how emergencies are managed is that it is difficult to instantly find the information of unconscious patients. A lot of time is wasted on trying to grasp the patient's health situation and contacting family members to gain permission to operate. As you can see, life number effectively decreases the process of figuring out the information about patients. If the paramedic checks the 8 digits of 119 life number, they can proceed to emergency treatment much more quickly.
이런 번호 같은 거가 입력하면은 환자의 이름이나 뭐 생년월일 아니면 과거력.
Last fall, B-Side formed a partnership with 119 Safety Foundation, which supervises the life number. B-Side was concerned with making the life number more familiar to people. We found 3 major problems in the existing life number service. First, previous life bracelet lacked awareness to the general public as it originally focused on B2G sales. Second, its focus on functionality over design lacked appeal to customers. Third, life bracelets were limited to the elderly, while the problem of safety belonged to a much wider group of population. B-Side decided to consult the life bracelet as our first business model. We tried to supply the life bracelet to more diverse social class and age groups. There are 3 steps that B-Side progressed with. First, B-Side rebranded the bracelet to sell it B2C. We lowered the entry barriers of the life bracelet so that we could appeal to various groups. We made the prototype of the bracelet and considered the material for it. We chose crowdfunding platform, Wadiz, as a channel for B2C. Second, B-Side redesigned the life bracelet correspondent to the new branding. Through collaborating with a metal manufacturing company, Monochain, B-Side successfully made a solid and beautiful bracelet. Third, B-Side launched crowdfunding and promoted it. The project received enormous support, successfully reaching 809% of target revenue. With the life bracelet, 188 supporters could be safer and prepare for the emergency. Profits from selling the life bracelet were used for the paramedics in 119 Safety Foundation. We refused to view our subjects just as recipients of safety. Rather, we regarded them as proactive consumers and citizens who independently make their safety network through active consumption. By empowering those who are most vulnerable to safety issues to actively protect themselves, we believe in the power of entrepreneurial action in exerting positive influence. After the success of life bracelet funding, B-Side tried to focus on specifying the new problem and subject. Do you know how many times children traffic accidents occurred in Korea last year? Shockingly, around 11,000 cases were reported. 28 children died and more than 14,000 were hurt from car accidents in the past year. Before, there were various solutions to prevent children traffic accidents. However, these solutions only view children as passive subjects regarding safety issues. As most of the approaches were limited to school zones, it was difficult to secure children traffic safety outside the school zone. So, B-Side suggested a new solution, Yellow Card. Yellow Card is a children traffic safety campaign that the Safety Design Lab, OSAFE, has been progressing for more than 10 years. Known as the Moving School Zone, Yellow Card transforms any part of the sidewalk into a safety zone for children to freely walk on. As the color yellow has high visibility, this small yellow card helps the drivers to detect children quickly. Children become judges on the street and warn the drivers to be more cautious of them. B-Side formed a partnership with OSAFE to consult the yellow card. OSAFE benefited from the newly designed campaign that boosted the company among competitors in the market, while B-Side was able to secure pedestrian safety. B-Side advanced on the consulting in 3 directions. First, we tried to secure a new market for yellow cards. B-Side selected companies with high index of CSR and contacted Audi, Volkswagen Korea to cultivate a new market of yellow card campaigns. Second, we branded the yellow card in a new direction and planned video contents to publicize it. And third, we advanced the consulting to supplement the yellow card functionally and improve the yellow card itself.
2019년도부터 이제 옐로우 카드 캠페인에 대해서 저희가 미처 생각하지 못한 부족한 부분들을 비사이드 팀에서 많이 일단 뭐 실질적으로 나가는 디자인 결과물이라든지 그리고 이제 뭐 관계자들이랑 커뮤니케이션 하는 방법들 올해가 아니라 뭐 내년이라도 함께 계속 이끌어갈 수 있을 것 같아서 굉장한 가능성을 봤던 프로젝트였던 것 같습니다.
B-Side helped 448 people live a safer life and act as a safety influencer in our society. New challenges of B-Side will be continued. B-Side is now trying to launch a senior safety fashion brand for safer night walk of seniors. B-Side aims to address all safety blind spots, promoting a better life for all safety vulnerable classes who are currently being isolated in Korean society. Through our actions, B-Side will continue to strive toward a society where safety is no longer easily dismissed.
Until now, important values have been easily ignored. Hobby has been considered just as a luxurious part of life beyond.
Safety is so basic that we could not recognize from life risen.
Project High Deer is vitalizing our lives.
While Project B-Side is shedding a new light on safety.
Those values are usually out of our sight like roots and fruits of a tree, but both are what enrich our lives.
We believe in transforming the way we view our society's problems.
As our society is changing, we in Enactus must find a way to seek innovations
Forward
for the world.